We've got what I think is the first ever unboxing video today. Obviously lots of things on YouTube about Chinese diesel heaters. My brother has got a garage that he needs to keep warm, so we're going to take a look at this one today. We'll put links for where he got it from as comments in the description. So it comes obviously packed, and I believe that there is some assembly required, so we're going to take a look, see what comes in it, see how easy it is to assemble, and hopefully it'll make a good video. The Sunster wireless heater user manual, we'll be referring to that. So we've obviously got that in the box. I'm going to pop it on its side. Looks assembled actually. I don't know if we need to do anything at all. Okay, let's pop the box down there. And we've got a box of goodies. Right, so in the box we have this unit. Let's take a look. Front panel, presume that's the exhaust. Could, no, it'd be the heat outlet. Power wire at the back. That's the unit. Let's take a look in the box that comes with it for the parts. Okay, so the box of parts that comes with it, we have heater tube, we have exhaust tube, we have another tube, not sure what that is yet, so we'll find out later. Some kind of silencer for the exhaust, and clamps and a filter. So exhaust, clamps and filter, exhaust. Just a note out there, it's not particularly round. I think we might need to reshape that at some point. So let's take a quick look at the instructions and see what we need to do first. So looking at the manual, it's like there's various different remotes and control panels. It looks like we have this one, and we also have a little remote control that comes with it as well. The manual doesn't have any assembly instructions realistically other than this. So let's go through these steps. Just going to take the cover off the unit. So I've unclipped all of these around the case. We'll need to unscrew the filler cap. And then we can lift off to see what we have. Okay, so it's quite a compact unit. We have fuel tank, diesel pump, fuse and power connector. Oh, that seems very flimsy without the top cover on. Fuel tank loose, but I suppose it's going to stay in place when that cover's on. And then underneath we have, I presume, an intake and an exhaust. Let's pop the cover back on and assemble it as per the picture. Okay, I've aligned the unit as per the picture. So I have the air inlet, maybe not actually. I'm presuming this is the air outlet. So let's rearrange that. I think that's better. So the air inlet here is on this side, and I'm looking at these two pipes, exhaust pipe and another exhaust pipe, which I believe will go this way and this way. So we have our pipes on and we'll get those clamped up. There's no mention of the silencer. Don't know where that goes. I presume it goes on the end of here, but we'll try it and see. We do have a QR code for all-in-one machine installation video, so I'm going to take a look at that, and I will put a link to that in the comments. Okay, so I just took a look at that video. It says it's for the standalone unit, but it actually isn't. It's for a split one, but it does sort of show me how and where things go. So let's get some clamps on these. So we have 4 clamps for these pipes. Larger one, a smaller one. So we can use our tools. We want a 7mm for the clamps, and we'll put that one on there first of all. With that orientation. So first things first, it's not the easiest thing to do to actually get onto that clamp. You can see there's not a lot of room here. I'm sure we'll manage, but if we go that way, we can't get in. If we go that way, we might just get it from the bottom, but it's fouling a little bit on there, but let's see what we can do with that. Right, it's a 7mm, the head of that, which I don't actually have a 7mm spanner, so I'm going to need to use some pliers on that, I think. Let's try it and come back. Okay, so it looks like there is actually provision for tightening those from the inside. I can get down in through that gap. So let's get both of those hoses clamped on. Okay, so we've got both of those hoses on the bottom. We need to flex those out so that the unit will sit flat. I'm going to put them that way for now. That can be changed should it need to be later. And obviously the unit can be mounted on blocks or something to give a little bit more room underneath. I think we're done inside it. So just for a bit of rigidity, let's get this back on. Okay, so the output hose we're not too bothered about at this point, and I don't want to mess it up, bend it or break it, so I'm going to leave that for now. So we can see the unit is ready to go, apart from diesel and power. See if we can get that top to sit on there a little bit better. Back sticking out a little bit. It's quite rigid when the top is on, but obviously without it, it's not. There we go. It's better. Okay, let's just go and get some power. So ultimately, when this gets installed, it will be on a battery and have its own supply. For today, this is going to be our power to test with. Okay, so we've applied power. Turn the unit on. Display's working okay. The fan has started. Okay, so I can see we are sucking in from there, so that is the air intake for the combustion, for the actual heater itself, for which we have this, which we'll put on at a later date. Let's have a look at the controls. So we're turned on at the moment. E01. I'd imagine that's going to tell us that we're out of fuel. Okay, the E01 is actually the battery voltage. It's saying it's lower than 12. So I'll pop some charge in that before we try it and get some diesel organised. Okay, we've got a vital ingredient now of diesel. Okay, we have fuel. Be interesting to see how long this lasts. This is £5 worth of diesel, so you can compare it against other ways of heating areas. Okay, £5 of diesel in there. I am just going to go and get some wooden blocks to make sure those exhaust pipes don't get damaged at all. Okay, so we've got a few blocks to put it on. Just means that the exhaust won't be scratched, bent or damaged. better. Okay, so we have fuel. We have electric. Let's switch on. E01. Okay, so it's as if that battery doesn't have enough voltage, so I'm going to charge that and then we'll come back. So we put some charge in the jump pack. Let's give it a go now and see how we get on. Power on. Temperature set to 31. Blowing cold, blowing cold, blowing cold. Okay, we've eliminated battery issues. We're actually on a battery now. It's turned on. Blowing cold. Starting to do something now. Fuel pump's going. Still cold, but it's trying to fuel. Fan's speeding up. Really speeding up. And there we go, the exhaust is just fired up. Smell diesel. Got hot diesel fumes coming out of the exhaust. The exhaust is a bit noisier than I thought it was going to be, but obviously we've got a silencer for that. Bit of smoke coming off the exhaust. Obviously it's new. Still hot fumes. Oh, now we're getting hot air coming out the vent. I'll do a standing start now. Turn the unit on. Still blowing warmish because we've just had it on. But yeah, it's all working fine. We can set the temperature. We can set timers on it as well. Obviously we've got a remote control and quite easy to put together. So it looks like a win. It's going to be installed in the garage, this, so once it's installed we'll do an update and we'll see how long that 5 litres of diesel lasts.
So it's a temporary install in the garage. It's not going to where it's going to end up, but basically we've got the exhaust going through the side outside, a couple of brackets to hold it up. I'll pop the battery on the side of my little car for now. So as you can see, the rest of the garage is full of bolt engines, cars, all sorts of crap that needs sorting out. But for the time being, it's firing up on there. We've got the exhaust outside and it'll just keep warm because at the moment we've got quite a cold snap.